Hi YouTubers! What we're going to talk about today is using Rhinestone Templates for HTV designs. Now traditionally what you have to do with rhinestones is make a template and you have to keep it the exact same size the design was made originally, or else the rhinestones don't brush in. So you cut your template out and then you brush in all your rhinestones. You can reuse your template multiple times, but it is a bit of a pain. But if you use it in HTV, you can resize it, which is kind of cool, and you can get a lot of different looks. So this is just regular smooth HTV. I used it in a fluorescent. You can also use holographic. So this is a little bunny, and he's holographic blue. He's a bit hard to see because his the little circles are so little. But this was a bigger design that I shrunk down to get to work on this little tiny onesie, which I wouldn't have been able to do. Also, rhinestones are not recommended for children's clothing, so I wouldn't have been able to use them on a little onesie anyway. And this is the metallic foil that's really popular. This is the one-step stuff. So, and it gives kind of a cool different look to something that you wouldn't be able to get any other way. So let's go talk about some of the different rhinestone or different vinyl materials you can use. Now this is the foil. It's becoming more available, but it's called metallic stretch foil. It's one process, one step. So you would mirror your design and weed it like you would any other design. It has a lower temperature. You can normally press it around 300. If you really press it a lot, or if it gets too hot, it will lose the shine. Also not recommended for the dryer, so keep that in mind. The little bunny here is holographic. He's actually holographic blue. But I shrunk him down to get him on the onesie, so you can't really see it. The holographic is normally the popular method, and this is Spectrum, which I know right now is an awful lot of look, but it is by far one of my favorite underutilized products out there. And when it cuts for the rhinestones, it's pretty cool. It's also really cool for the inside of sunglasses to kind of get that 80s aviator look. So we'll use it. This is a cold peel, and you cannot layer on top of it. If you put anything on top of this, it will come off. You can layer this guy on top of anything that's layerable, like smooth HTV, but if you can't put stuff on top of it. So, and this guy, the foil, he's also a cold peel as well. You can also use, this is Flock, which I think is another underutilized product. It's fuzzy. It's fuzzy. It's also really good for the coloring book pages, but it cuts and reads really, really well. And then this is actually what's left over of the peep I showed you to begin with. So you see it cuts out all the little circles and you peel off. So this would be the garbage. So this is just regular smooth HTV. So, and this is what we got out of it. So it's kind of a cool different look, especially with the scatters. The only thing I really would not recommend is glitter, unless you are cutting really big circles or really confident in your method for cutting glitter. It will probably just become a nightmare with a little bunch of little city circles because this is so thick. But if you feel brave, go for it. So let me go show you how we're going to cut it on the computer, and then we will put together another little bunny. So I brought my little bunny. This is the one we're going to make. He's the bunny with sunglasses. So I did File and Merge, and then brought him into Silhouette Studio. So these are all rhinestones, and then this was meant to be vinyl. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click and ungroup him if he needs to be ungrouped. Wow, that's all the editing points. Not entirely sure what I just clicked, but those are all the editing points. All right. So that's what's going to be your rhinestone, and this will be your standard vinyl. So for the bunny that I'm going to put on the onesie, what's going to need to happen is I'm going to need to shrink him down because the onesie is only about 6.5 inches, or 6.5 inches is what I've decided the design needs to be. So I'm just going to come here and grab a corner and shrink it up to about 6.5 inches. It's down here at the bottom. I know y'all probably can't see that. And then I'm going to select all of it and then flip it horizontally. I don't actually know if that matters for this design because it's symmetrical, but for any other rhinestone design you would flip it like traditional HTV. And one of the nice things about doing this out of HTV is I can shrink it. If this were a traditional rhinestone template that I was making, I wouldn't be able to shrink it. I'd have to leave it the size that it was. So I'm going to come pull him over here. I'm going to cut this out of Spectrum HT or holographic vinyl. This is going to be out of green vinyl. Oh, let's go back. So Control Z. I'm going to keep these two guys together. So that we will cut out of Spectrum as well. And then let's go back. So this one and then these guys. So what I did is I clicked my mouth and then hold Shift and click the rest of them. And click Shift. There we go. And that gets me all of them together because they're not grouped anymore. And then you got a nose and you got a tooth. That is one tooth that's probably impossible to see. Yep. So all of these I'm going to cut out of vinyl, and then this guy I'm going to cut out of Spectrum holographic vinyl. When you go over here to send it, make sure you select it and then hit cut. And those will get all my little circles. And then for holographic, there's not one here for it. You can use the glitter one for holographic or the flock because they're exactly the same. And then use your normal settings for all of this. Make sure when you're doing these, whether it's glitter or any of the other kinds, so whether you're doing glitter or if I was going to do like smooth. So if I was going to do like smooth or any of these, make sure you hit the overcut button. And what that means is it's going to cut a little bit past, and it really makes weeding these with the little circles so much easier. So past that is just cutting traditional HTV. So you would cut this and weed it like you would regular HTV. And I'll go show you on the heat press. Alright, so this is what I ended up cutting. So this is the outline in the Spectrum holographic vinyl. See how cool that is? And then so many little pieces and parts here. Alright, so this is what we're going to do for the sunglasses. So see, it gives kind of that 80s aviator look. So that's Spectrum inside the sunglasses. And then it's neon green, regular smooth vinyl for the sunglasses. And then we've got a pink holographic nose. We've got a little white tooth. And then what I ended up doing for the mouth, this is flocked. This is another rhinestone, or another material I think that doesn't get as much love as it deserves because it's fuzzy. It's kind of a little bit cool. And I think especially for a little onesie, it'll be fun. Now this is going to be a bit interesting to press because all of these have different pressing requirements. So this one, the holographic, is all going to be a cold peel, and the flock is too. This, the tooth and the sunglasses are warm peels, and we're going to split the difference and press it at about 315. And we're going to do quick presses, and then we'll do one long press at the end. So I'm going to go turn on the heat press. Alright, so over my heat press, I have my little pillow down because of all the little bumps on my onesie. And we're going to pre-press it real quick. Get out any wrinkles and lumps and bumps. That's a puppy crying because nobody's throwing her ball. So this is our Spectrum. We're going to put him down. Now remember, this is a cold peel. If you peel it while it is hot, it will come back up. Every time, I guarantee. So we're going to press this for 10 seconds. Alright. So what I recommend is moving it off the heat press and then laying it down somewhere cold or cool. So I put it down on the countertop. It's not really going to cool if you let it sit under the heat in the heat press. And basically when we peel this, what we're going for is it's mostly going to stay on there. It doesn't have to be like ridiculously stuck because it's going to get pressed several more times. And when you do peel a cold press, it doesn't peel like normal stuff. It kind of fights you a little bit. So, yeah, that one didn't stick. All right, so I ended up just repressing this for another couple of seconds. And we're gonna wait till it cools down again. All right, so we have all of our dots. I use my fingernails for some of them that still really didn't want to come off. And we'll kit them when they get pressed. So now we're gonna do some sunglasses. And then we're gonna quick press that one for just a couple seconds. Make sure you have your Teflon sheet so you don't heat press your HTV to your heat press. He is a warm peel, so we can peel him right off. All right, so we got him peeled and popped off. These are the inserts of our sunglasses. These are a cold peel again. So let's do that for a couple seconds. And it's a cold peel, so we're going to go sit it back on the counter for a second. All right, so we took those off. Going to take our Flocked Smile and Whiskers, put them on. Flock is another cold peel, so over here we go. There we go. It still didn't go full time for that one. We went pretty long though. The tooth is a warm peel. The nose is a cold peel. And now that we're all done, let's give them one good final press. All right, so this is our finished one we did. And he's kind of cool. See how it's pretty cool once it's all cut? It's a little less in your face. And I love the sunglasses. His little nose. I won't lie, he was a bit of a pain in the butt because of so many hot peels and cold peels all together, and so many cold peels all together. But when you're pressing a lot of them, the thing to remember is you just needed to get it to stick. So like the little sunglasses I picked off with my fingernails and just got them to stick enough. They're on there now because we pressed it 500 more times, but you don't have to get them to stick squarely the first time. He's a bit of a pain in the butt. These were really easy because it's one color, peel and go, and it does give kind of a different kind of look than just standard vinyl. So I hope that helped. All these designs are up on the webpage, and I will be back with another video soon. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your support.